All right. Yes, it is still Heritage Month on City, and you can hashtag Heritage Month on City. Follow all our conversations, join the discussions, wish people well who are going on the Heritage Caravan tomorrow. All right. Also hashtag Breakfast Daily, and you can send a WhatsApp message to 0550-585832. Now we're jumping into some music, and you heard Total Hip Replacement before our break. They're phenomenal. Yes, they're amazing. And there was a familiar face in there, I'm sure, that many of you saw.
The reason why I'm beaming all over it is just like, I can't believe it. I'm the same set.
I know. Amazing. Well, Kwame Yeboah is here. Yeah. Good morning, Kwame.
Good morning.
And it's always good to see you.
Great to see you.
So Kwame, I mean, look at how
I'm just looking at you thinking, yeah, this is amazing.
And you brought friends.
So Kwame, introduce your friends to us.
Well, my friends, I'll start with a lady.
Yes.
It's Asirini, who I met about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And I've been doing some bits of music together with
her. She's actually been here before on our set.
I actually saw that set.
Okay.
He was here and a guitar player.
Yes,
I watched it.
It's good to see you again.
Welcome.
And then here I have Victor husband, who's
Hi,
from Denmark, which is kind of my second home as well because I schooled in Denmark for a few years, so I have a bit of half Danish son as well.
Oh,
so,
right.
Denmark is like home.
Right.
And I met these guys also about a year and a half. Actually, I met them a bit longer, not all of them. I met the brother first in about 2014, 2013.
Okay.
And then a friend of mine got them to come and record with me. They wanted to record with me. I don't know how they wanted to. So they reached out, and we did some great work. Victor Husband from THR, I call them.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us back.
Yeah, again. It's great. I mean, you guys do really good music, so it's easy decision to make, right? It's just like THR coming. Okay, yeah, why not? Let them come in.
Thank you so much.
Well, fantastic. What have you been up to? I mean, of course, you've worked with us here at City on different projects and all of that. But what have you been up to, in the last few months?
The last few months has been great. I released a single. We released a live video, a live tape, Chapter V Live with AC.
Okay.
And we released Smoke and Mirrors. I got a few things coming. The album I'm so proud of. And I'm in the middle of recording Asi's album as well, which is going to be...
Okay.
I think the first single will be dropping maybe in April or after April. If I'm not giving everything away. But you asked me to do it, so that's what I'm up to.
Yes.
I have a few different things brewing up, and I hope City will call me for some extra stuff to do because I'm going to be free after April, which I have a tour with Craig David as well.
Oh my goodness.
I'm free after that time. I'm jobless. If you're hiring...
Kwame, you're never jobless. You are never jobless.
Between March 2020 and December 2021, I was jobless.
Everybody was COVIDing. I mean, do you understand?
You know what?
Everybody was
I know
COVIDing.
about mine. I'm not sure about everybody.
And that for a creative like you, that just means more time to create.
I have
great
friends
music
that had way more money during COVID times than ever.
Exactly.
Wow. And it wasn't me.
Are you sure?
I was jobless.
I find that hard to believe.
Well,
you were creating.
I was creating, but I wasn't earning.
You were okay. All right, enough said. But now, so you started replacing hips with THR.
No, I'm learning how to replace hips.
You're learning how to replace
hips.
That part. Okay, so what exactly are you guys teaching Kwame about replacing hips?
Well,
Let's get into this collab.
All in all, I think that we're learning more from Kwame.
You're so modest.
About Ghanaian culture and about Ghanaian music as well. So that's just been amazing.
No, I don't believe that. These guys, they were the ones that came in saying they wanted the sound that we had. They wanted to have a traditional Ghanaian blueprint sound together with what they do.
Okay.
And for the first time, I think we managed to really nail it.
So you brought the fusion.
Is that Smoke and Mirrors?
The Smoke and Mirrors.
Smoke and Mirrors,
yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Which was released a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that came out really well because I've had friends and people that don't even listen to popular music or any of that. They're calling me saying, well, this is a great fusion, this is a great collaboration you're doing. So I think first it's a good thing for you guys reaching out, hearing what you wanted to hear and reaching out because I would have thought about it. But when they came, we put it together and it's working and they've been great. I mean, it's been a great, collaborating time doing this together. I've enjoyed every part of it.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
That's creative.
Now, I mean, you have a long history of music production.
Don't make me sound too old, please.
No, well, I mean, listen, there's a whole of ageism that goes on in this company, and I'm at the butt end of all the jokes anyway, so I don't have a problem doing this.
I know how that feels now. I used to be the youngest in the band every time.
Okay.
Now I'm the oldest.
Oh my gosh. And you're still young, so that's the crazy thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, just when did you first know that it was going to be music for you?
I think everyone told me it was going to be music for me.
Really?
I think from when I was 5 or 6,
Wow.
I was showing signs. So
Wow.
everyone around me was like, Obebo band, I call Obebo band.
Wow.
When in school, just a big jazz school.
Wow. Okay.
It was like that for me.
Really?
Interesting.
So for someone who has young children and maybe they see that talent, what do you advise? Because there's always this kind of fine line between going all in and developing that talent and then trying to balance it, which is difficult to nurture the talent then because it requires so much practice and so much dedication.
Yeah.
So how do you balance the two?
Well, I think it was harder years ago, but now I'm sure it's the same for you guys. Too.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your takes on this as well.
It was much harder years ago because years ago there wasn't so many outlets to find the stuff you're looking for. Whereas now you can find what you're looking for so fast online and learn
That's
it
Kwame
in a few
Yeboah on
minutes.
the keyboards.
No, that's not Kwame Yeboah on the keyboard.
It's not?
I'm embarrassed when I see this. I'm like,
Oh, what?
It's who?
Really?
Who is it then?
Why? You're embarrassed when you see
I
that?
never thought I looked that way.
I'm in awe when I see that.
Yeah,
Like this kid.
absolutely.
I'm like, who the hell is that? Why does that
Keyboard,
keyboard like
like-
exist in the first place? That should be banned. Someone should hide that.
No. This is a
Yeah.
piece of history.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
As
I
you
think
were
now
saying.
we're kind of in a place where one person can do a lot more than how much we used to do. I take Victor, for instance, or these guys. They've been part of the music. They've been editing videos. They've been editing music. They've been doing the promotion. You know, it's the same thing for a lot of artists that I also work with. Asi, for instance, is very much hands-on with the stuff that she does. She's very much in the middle of it. Whereas back in the day, it used to be, see, that guy would do it, that guy would do it, that guy would do
Yeah.
it. So now I think the narrative of the whole thing is changed. You can do a lot more. Before you had to stay at home for 16 hours and practice
Yeah.
and have nowhere to go
Yeah.
because you didn't have anyone to learn from.
Yeah.
So now you can, someone can point you to the right direction in 5 minutes and you can do 10 hours and you're good to go.
Yeah.
So that's just
Nurturing the skill. I think that's the
pretty
thing.
amazing.
nurturing the skill and
Yes.
also, educating yourself in all ways.
Yes.
Is, in every way.
Who was the most exciting of all the different stars you've worked with? Who has been the most exciting?
Exciting is one thing, but
Yeah. I want the exciting part first.
wow, I need to just come through the whole.
Because it's a
Because
long list.
you've done work with Craig David, you've worked with Stevie Wonder, Cat Stevens. I mean, the list is endless.
Yes, which is hard to like go through each single one and think about the most exciting. I think there was some exciting parts in each and every one, except for the ones that gave me so much hassle about stuff to do and not to do.
Oh.
I won't name names. I know you're looking at me like, yeah, who was it? Who was it?
I know. Who was the one who
Yeah.
says, "Don't look me in the eye"?
Yeah.
Who's the one who says,
Well, there are a few of those.
There are a few like that,
There are
right?
a few like that, yeah. You have to sign the NDAs when you join or when they call you. Yeah.
It's actually in an NDA.
Yeah, you don't look in their eyes. You don't. You don't.
Wow.
So this is stuff we hear about, but it's actually real.
Well, but if you look at it, sometimes it works. Some people can wake up with a bit of a situation.
Okay.
If you wake up and you're not feeling good and you come out with a frown face like, how you doing, Victor? He doesn't want to see that. He's up there, he's
Yeah.
bubbly, he's thinking about how to create and stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy is coming with some frown face.
Yeah.
Don't look at
It
me.
messes energy up.
I see.
Yeah.
If you look at it from
From that
that's-
perspective.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So it kind of makes sense. And if other people are making noise around or, some people have to meditate for a longer time than others. So, yeah.
Okay.
comes to
Maybe
that
since
territory.
you've explained it that way, maybe it's a bit easier to understand. I know. Me too. I'm like, if you ever tell me not to look in your eye, Kwame, you mean you go get
Here
problem.
you go, my darling.
What was it like working with Hugh Masekela?
Oh my God, I was very young. But actually, maybe that was the most exciting time because I was 14 or 15 when I met and Uncle Hugh.
Wow.
And he took me in as a grandson,
Yeah.
almost a godson.
Yeah.
And everywhere I was, whether I was Ghana, London, everywhere, he will actually ride the train, get in the cab. You know, before the N1 was done, he would sit in the traffic for an hour and a half,
Wow.
go from Laboni all the way to my place. And it was amazing. He was the first artist to actually have me on stage as an artist. London Barbican, he called me, Kwame, I want you to perform. Great, which songs am I doing? You're not performing with me. Oh, you're with me, but you're an artist. You have your own dressing room, you're not with a band.
Wow.
Really? At that time, you know, I was
Are
doing,
you serious?
Yeah, that was the
What?
very first time I actually had that.
I'm curious as to what that must have been like, considering your age, considering the size, the magnitude of this man, Hugh Masekela, globally.
He wasn't that fat, trust me.
No, I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, he was a total legend, and yet he puts you on the stage and says, "You're gonna perform.
You're doing your thing."
What was that like for you?
That was a bit of a eye opener, made me take myself seriously from that time.
Okay.
I started thinking to myself, I shouldn't let these guys put me together with the band anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't work every time. It worked
Yeah.
sometimes.
Got you.
Be like, Kwame, you're gonna be fired if you don't stay that way. No one said that to me. But that was a big turning point for me, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things. I was itching a bit for a long time because that was the very first time I had to sit in the dressing room for like 45 minutes until it was my turn.
Yeah.
Usually, I'm there before the whole band comes on.
Yeah.
But that was a pivotal moment for me, and it was London Barbican. It wasn't some small place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he put me up there, to be honest, which is why I also have to do my part.
Yeah.
Bring as much as I can up.
Yeah.
And it's why I'm presenting these guys today to Ghana, because even though they're Danish, they have a lot of roots. They spent a lot of time in Denmark doing a lot of cultural dances and all that stuff in Aarhus. They're from Aarhus. And I went and I met them. We have a mutual group that we both know called African Footprints, who have done quite a lot of stuff as well in the Danish culture and the festival scene.
Okay.
It makes me happy to also see that other people from different cultures want to intertwine their music and our music together. Music started from here. Every music is African. We own it. We own the patent is ours. So whenever anyone realizes and say, you know what, we're gonna go back to the source where it comes from, I think it deserves some special confetti.
What is it about the festival scene that we here in Ghana, you know, we seem to forget that we've got great musicians who are out there putting Ghana on the map, but on the mainstream, on radio, we don't hear their music being played. Why do you think there's that disparity in what's going on the global scene with Ghanaian music and fusion and what we listen to over here?
The presenters here don't like playing music that goes outside. They just want to play music that stays here.
Why do you think that is?
I think because the people here haven't been educated enough to hear the other side of it. And we haven't had the patience to also educate them, because if we're able to play them that music they can hear, we also don't have genre differences here.
Yeah,
We haven't
sensitivity.
demarcated,
Everything,
you know, everything is called high life or dance hall. Or,
Yeah.
you know, you can't call,
or Afrobeat.
or everything's Afrobeat
Everything's
now.
Afrobeat
Yeah.
now,
You can't call Asi a high life singer, can you?
No, she's shaking her head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I do some high life, but when I'm playing with Craig David, there's no high life anymore.
Right.
And that's the thing that we need to bring out a bit more. Like I have a band called Fashibu Area Band, and Pat Thomas is our front man. And we did like 180 shows in 1 year.
Whoa.
And came back to Ghana and played at Plus 233, and we had like 100 people. But we were playing to 50,000 people, 30,000 people.
On a
Like,
regular
the audience
basis.
were massive, yeah. Hailing our names, coming for autographs, and we play here at the place, and no one knows us. No one knows.
Do you understand?
We
It's
recorded 2
baffling to
albums,
me,
and I haven't
honestly.
heard any of them on the radio here.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure maybe presenters want me to come in and say, here you go, play this music. I understand that, but I don't think any of the foreign artists kind of bring any music to presenters and say, play
No,
this
they're
music,
not.
right? So, you know.
I like that explanation.
I mean, we may not be able to solve the problem on this show discussing it, but
No, I think I think it's being solved, you know, in
Really,
this. I mean,
how?
there are some presenters that are also doing the job. but majority is not doing it. And I think if we're all able to say, you know what, let's hear the music that the people want to hear everywhere, not just in my local area,
Right.
not just in La
Right.
Paz,
Okay.
then it could be global. Or let's not just hear Afrobeats for like 5 hours. You know, we can listen
Let's
to
mix
some
it
of
up.
this and some of that and some of this
Yeah.
and some of that. Because like the album, relevance of Afrobeats, but it still has the high life thing in it, and it has the reggae thing on top of it. So you have a bit of the different genre thing I'm talking about, and you can enjoy the music without thinking it's just one thing, hearing the same thing monotonous.
Exactly.
Talk about working with Asi. Asi, is he stressful?
It's real life TV, so I'll be nice.
No, you don't have to be nice.
Yeah, I think Kwame loves music, so he's just intense about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, I remember when we were shooting the live, Chapter V live, normally I'll rehearse 2-3 days, I think I'm done. We did it for 6 weeks.
Whoa!
I was like, okay,
He's a purist.
it's a bit
He's
too
perfectionist.
intense. Yes, it got emotional at some point, like I won't do it, I'm tired. But
I like
think,
that.
I think I loved the growth, most importantly, because I could see that, okay, there's something that has changed inside me. Because it's like we could be in band practice, and I could swear that like, yo, the drummer is playing the right thing. Then Kwame will go outside, I'm like, you're not playing the right thing. You're not. I'm like, yo, damage control. Okay, let's relax. Okay, but at the end of the day, you still get a good product. So with that, I'm going to vouch. Yeah, but as for the intensity, hey, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, ask them. I think that they'll
Protect
say
the
something
process,
different.
yeah.
We had
Victor.
some pretty intense days we're going to do.
You're supposed to say the opposite to that. You're gonna know he was such a
Great.
chill.
It was
Like,
chill, man. It was
perfect.
like,
I told you.
You gotta do it
No.
right, and then you can
You got to
relax
do it right.
afterwards.
You got to do it right.
Yeah. No, I understand you.
I think
Yeah,
it's just the
because-
spirit of excellence. So it's
No,
like,
That's what it is.
exactly. That's
yeah,
exactly
so I
what
think
it
when
is.
you go
That's
through
exactly
that,
what
you
it
also
is.
just, because I got out of school and music was a passion. So it's like now seeing that this thing is actual work.
It's
Yeah.
work.
And
It's
like for
actual
me,
work.
I think what helped me was my parents made me play the piano. Like I had piano lessons.
Okay.
So it's like now just seeing how that's actually helping in my music, like musically, and what I can add to and what I can subtract. I think like that intensity is necessary. Yeah, but it's not everybody that can do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Kwame,
Yeah.
I mean, that brings a very important question to mind. Talk to us about the place of discipline and structure. Because I see that part of the problem with a lot of young artists is that they're in the industry after a year or two, they're thinking, I'm the ish, this is it, I've made it, because I've been invited to 2 or 3 platforms, right? Talk to us about discipline and structure for longevity.
That is a different story because we live in an age where everyone thinks everything they do is the best. Like in the last 2 years, every artist, young artist I've worked with, after they sing or they do, they're like, yeah, this is the bomb. Like I work with different producers, both Nigerians, and we finish the track and they listen to like, this is big, this track. I'm like, our time, you never said it was big. You'd be like, oh, I hope people like it. What do you think? What do you think about that? How does it sound?
Yeah.
Is that all right? But now it's like, yo, this is the biggest thing. Obviously, if you think everything you do is great, but I keep saying one thing, because we're not going to consume the music ourselves. Like whatever I make is for other people.
For other people.
So I kind of make the music for the people that want to listen to that music. I mean, if I made it for myself, nobody will like it. Yes, because what I want to listen to is...
It's not necessarily what you're doing. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
But I love it. I enjoy it. I had a great time going through the whole process of doing Chapter V, recording the album together with a whole band from Denmark, us from here, turning my whole studio upside down, recording till late, sharing ideas, people bringing different things in. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. I love, being on the floor, changing cables and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it. Discipline, you need to have. It doesn't matter whether you do music or you're
Whatever it is.
a truck driver or whatever. But that's something we don't have in our culture.
Yeah. It has to be inculcated.
If we can, drop a few, just
It would help.
yeah.
Right. Victor, Ghanaian music in Denmark. What are people listening to? What do people love about Ghanaian music in Denmark? What are some of the artists? Who are some of the artists?
Afrobeats is really a big thing coming to all of the world.
Everywhere.
And also to Denmark, even though Denmark is also a little behind schedule, I think.
Oh, yeah?
With the new trends.
No, Denmark is small.
Yeah, it is very small.
Okay.
And
Okay.
but yeah, I think some of those styles are really big. And then for the connoisseurs, I would say, we discovered the high life and Pat Thomas and Yeboah Taylor and Kwame's music.
Okay.
And we were just like, whoa, this is crazy music. Really, really talented, really well played and structured in a different way than we are used to. So we just found a huge interest in that. And yeah, then with our history also with working together with Ghanaian musicians and actually being here quite a few times throughout the years. Now we wanted to make a culmination and try to blend our style with some of those idols that we have been listening to.
I love the fusion of it all. And apparently we'll be listening to your new song
Yes.
very soon.
Yeah.
The world will hear it, or at least Ghana will hear it.
Yes.
And tell us about that though, a bit more about the song itself.
The song is Feeling.
Feeling.
And even though I want to take all the credit for the whole thing, I can't take the credit for the whole thing because they were the ones that say, oh, we should put a female singer on this. I'm like, I've got the person for you. And it worked out really good. I mean, Asi came in and wrote her verse and it just sounded amazing.
Nice.
We came back together, tweaked a little bit and then sent it back and the whole thing came together so nicely. And it has some Afrobeat together.
Yeah, that's actually a fun
It has some Afrobeat part and it has a nice reggae part to it.
Okay.
And they did amazing work to it, excuse me.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
Exciting.
One thing I like to say actually is that Victor's songwriting is really good. The way he puts stuff, the music, the lyrics together. I mean, Smoke and Mirrors was the last track we actually made.
True.
It was the very last song we made in the studio, and it was made on the spot in the studio.
Wow.
That was an amazing experience.
Spontaneous
Yeah, it was
songwriting.
spontaneous. Yeah, they
Tell
kept
us
telling
about
me,
it, yeah.
"Oh, bring the Kwashibu guy." I was trying not to do it. I didn't bring them in till right at the end. I'm like, okay, I'll bring them in now. I brought the Kwashibu guy, stayed in. Okay, guys, here's the music. I mean, Osei is here, so our drummer from Kwashibu is here. He's
Around
playing
there
with us.
somewhere,
okay. So let's take a look at what Kwame Yeboah is talking about, Smoke and Mirrors. Let's take a look at that. We'll come back and continue the conversation.
Pressure, mounting up at me. Too high expectations, I cannot live up to me. Pressure, like a mountain I must climb. Tell me what is there to see on the other side. Yeah, smoke and mirrors all around, blinding us. Smoke and mirrors all around.
Well, that's Smoke and Mirrors. Total hip replacements.
And some of you may have noticed in the video there's some of the shots look very, familiar. Yeah, but because they've been here before, and I love the music. I love the work that they do. Asi, you haven't spoken much. Talk to us about Chapter V.
Okay, so Chapter V
The
was
inspiration
my
behind it and all
debut EP.
Okay.
And then I realized that everybody liked hearing the songs live, and then it just grew on me. So I was like, you know what? I want to do a live version of it.
Okay.
At that time, I had met Kwame. I was like, it was a bit far-fetched. I was like, barter trade. He wants a verse. Let's see how we are going to do it. Let's see how we are going to do it. I finessed it. I was like, oh, I'm going to get this man to do this thing with me. Yeah, but then we did the live version of Chapter V, shot like one take, we rehearsed, and I think that experience, I would not like trade it for anything in the world. It was it just opened me musically and just like hearing more things I can do on my next project and everything. So yeah, Chapter V was really about love, and there were just a lot of activities that came with the project. Like I remember when we were shooting the video for the intro, we went to Labadi, and then Labadi was really, really dirty. So for Chapter V Live, I made sure that the artwork, we remade it with the trash from Labadi, just so that like I had that timestamp of like how like hard the journey was for me and all the obstacles I faced and everything. So it was quite a journey. Like it was something that it was something I really liked.
Nice.
By the way, Kwame, Kobe Yankee says we should tell you he's watching.
Oh, great. Kobe, how are you? He's actually a good player. He looks a bit like me, actually.
Oh, he does?
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Kwame and Kobe twins.
Interesting. Well, we're going to hear more from Kwame Yeboah and the new song, Feeling. We're going to hear that as well, performed live. Is it the first time you're performing it live?
It'll be the very first time these songs are being performed live.
We are privileged.
And actually, Feeling was released at midnight.
Oh, so just...
This is fresh off the
today.
press.
Yes.
Wow,
Like
a few hours ago.
And you know, we had to premiere it here, City.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
For choosing
Thank
City.
you. So we're going to enjoy that, right?
Nice.
Yes. For you, Kwame, the experience of performing this, what was it about creating Feeling that you think was most significant?
I think it's the being able to merge the differences that we have musically, culturally, lyrically, and still to be able to have it together, have a little bit of the Afrobeat feel in there, but it's not completely Afrobeat because everything is being played live. It's not programmed. There's still brass instruments, and then we still have all the effects that you can hear in modern music, but you still have the vintage stamp on top of it. Made it feel amazing to me, and also making the music. You know, today you don't make music with a lot of people. You have one computer and there's you and the artist. But this time around it was like 15 of us in the studio. You know, it's nice. It's not all rosy. It can go wrong sometimes. I mean, this is when I have to put my cap on and pretend I can't see any of them. We're like, okay, that's fine. Do this. Okay. You have to do that. But Feeling came together so good and so well that I'm actually excited to perform it. We only rehearsed it once yesterday.
Okay. But you've been creating it for months anyway, so...
Yeah, we created it, I think we had the month of doing the whole 15 tracks. 16 tracks, because one didn't make it.
For the album,
Yeah. And after we did it, we had maybe 2 more months of putting stuff together, and then we didn't touch it again. It was done. And then now, it's been it's released and everything. And for the first time, we get to perform that same music on stage here.
Love it.
So.
Cannot wait to hear this, honestly. All right, so where are we going to get this album? Streaming services. You tell us, Victor.
Yeah. The single is of course out on all the usual platforms: YouTube, Spotify, whatever. Pen drive, even if you.
You know what? Go to your kitchen, open your fridge, you hear it.
It's still in there. It's everywhere, basically.
Just type in Feeling, Total Hip Replacement, and that's it.
Boom.
Nice.
It pops up.
Featuring
Nice
Nasi.
one.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I love it.
I love it too.
Well,
I
you know
can't wait
what?
to hear it.
Let's take a short break. We'll come back and they're going to perform it live for us. I can't wait to hear.
Me either.
I go.